ever since The Sims 5 or Project Rene was announced, there's something I've wanted to say. The Sims 5 is 100% without a doubt gonna suck.
Period. Dot.
You know what? EA's on a mission in 2023 to overtake Ubisoft as the absolute most trash game developer and publisher. And that's a lot coming from a company that won the Most Hated Company award on 3 separate occasions. Yes, that is an actual award that's given out. Karl Marx is shook. So needless to say, the future of the Sims franchise looks very, very grim, and that's partly because of our first reason. It's a doozy to hear and you ain't gonna like it. The Sims 5 is without a doubt gonna have microtransactions and probably subscriptions too. And I know this not just because I feel that familiar psychic tingling down there in my perineum area, but it's because of numbers. EA makes more money from live services, aka microtransactions, than it does actual game sales. You know, they will not be rich, and I cannot name an EA game that does not already have microtransactions. Apex Legends, Galaxy of Heroes, FIFA, Battlefield, Battlefront, Madden, the list goes. And according to EA's very own CFO, these services account for 70% of EA's total revenue. 70%. So like it or not, they're coming to The Sims 5 because they make EA the most money. The current CEO, the former CEO, they love microtransactions. That shit makes them hot. And side note for anyone who wants to say, actually, The Sims 3 did it first. Yes, The Sims 3 had a store, that was a thing, but the difference is that you didn't need any of that shit because the game and its expansions actually had amazing content.
I said what I said.
All that being said, Sims 5 is gonna have them. It's gonna suck. Moving on, I know y'all's booty holes clenched up when they said those dreaded words. Multiplayer and mobile. It's no secret, EA is not a fan of single player titles, and maybe I'm just a boomer, but I do firmly believe that The Sims is a single player game at its core. And bro, I ain't got any friends anyway, maybe that's why I'm so pressed. So I don't want to dwell on this multiplayer aspect too much, but it all boils down to why switch up the formula when the formula has worked for over 2 decades? What I'm more concerned about is the emphasis on mobile compatibility. Why is that necessary? Well, you sweet summer child, let me tell you why. In 2022, EA saw an 80% increase in mobile revenue. That's why. I'm all for accessibility, and I know mobile games have come a long way from when I was playing Angry Birds in middle school, but EA, not all of your IP needs to be mobile compatible, nor should it be. And how will EA's insistence that The Sims 5 be mobile compatible affect the gameplay, the graphics, and the overall experience? Look, I know Sims 5 is in very early development, as that poor lady done said many times.
Earlier than ever before. Very early. Again, this is very early. This is super early for us.
But when they showed Project Rene, it was giving potato. Sorry, it was giving potato graphics. I thought it was being developed with Unreal Engine. The graphics were Unreal, sweetie, but not in a good way.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Lastly, The Sims 5 is gonna suck because The Sims 4 sucks. Let's face it, EA exploited the heck out of us with The Sims 4, and apparently y'all love being exploited because you keep buying that shit. I don't like to make people feel ashamed for liking what they like, but just in the last couple days, on Reddit, YouTube, everywhere, there are people giddy with joy over a bathroom clutter kit. It's got a non-functional blow dryer and a new toilet paper swatch.
Groundbreaking.
Historically, The Sims 4 gave us a bare bones game at launch and then more DLC than any game in history, with literally 25,000 packs that are full of build buy items yet devoid of any meaningful gameplay for the most part. So yeah, why would they try to make any significant improvements to The Sims 5 when they've learned that they can do the least with The Sims 4 and get away with it? AKA take all your money. If anything, my spidey senses foresee them introducing a subscription model to The Sims 5 and just dropping a bare bones kit every month to keep people subscribed. So thanks, because as much as we all want to blame EA and say they're evil and greedy, which they are, they're doing it because there's demand for it. Anyway, that's all for my rant. I'm turning this into a Rimworld channel. Goodbye.